Soundstripe.
Well, I've recently come across this new pattern, maybe not so new, but it's called a grid folding pattern. And I think it gives some exciting designs, both in the horizontal and the vertical, changing over the surface of the fabric. And this is suitable for whether it's garments or sheets or even, in this case, a piece of fabric. Now I've used a 1/4 yard because I wanted the camera on my phone to get the whole area and I'm working on a horizontal surface. In this case, we're going to do a number of different folds to illustrate this pattern. And it's one where you're working in almost like an accordion fold, as we often do, but only working with not folding over the folds as we sometimes do in a traditional pattern, but we're folding up to the fold that's just been previously done. So I will illustrate this by showing you at any time here there's 3 layers, this one, and this one, and then this fold along the edge only goes up to the edge on the previous fold. So you can even see that fold underneath there. And I'm working across the surface. Now you can vary the width of the fold, or you can keep it all the same. You could mark it ahead of time so that if you wanted precise measurements, that would be easy enough to do. And I'm just going across there. When you're working with larger pieces of fabric, you may want to do some pinning to hold the folds in place, because they will be moved around a fair bit. So we just keep on going. And what we're going to do, and remember to always have lots of steam in your iron, and work. It's all, I think, in the pattern, it's all about the sharpness of the folds. So having that hot, wet, or steam iron really makes a difference here. And one last fold along here. I'm going to slide under my ruler. You could use a piece of cardboard or something like that. And just holding it in place, I'm going to rotate it. Now with this one, you may find it easiest to again use a piece of cardboard. A metal ruler works, although I'd be concerned about it getting too hot in place. Then I move the ruler out of the way, and again iron the fold, and then push it up. And I keep doing this ironing surface, or your pressing surface, as large as possible. So putting a board down, a padded board down, or supporting the remainder of the fabric with another table beside the iron. Well, here, so you can see that nice grid pattern. Now, the tricky decision is how to fold it to get it into your container before the ice and the dye. So one option might be to just simply fold it in a line diagonally, so within that grid pattern you have a bit of a diagonal line. So that's one option, and even to fold it back on itself in there and on the other side. Another option might be to just simply use those folds to repeat another accordion pattern and put it into your container like that, or even using the pattern there and rolling it up into a roll before putting it into your container. So those are some options with this regular grid. Now I'd like to show you another option, which is similar, but in this case I'm folding the fabric in half, and this would work particularly well when you have a large piece of fabric, and you could even fold it in quarters again. But in this case I've got two thicknesses, and I'm going to fold that. So now I'm going to fold this as we did in the previous piece in that horizontal and vertical design, the other set of folds. It might be interesting to try folding wider folds in one direction and then skinnier folds, more narrow folds in the other direction. And you think almost in like a plaid, you're creating a plaid design. So there we have the double thickness fold, and you can decide if you wanted to fold it again, or maybe even a diagonal fold. And finally, I wanted to illustrate more of a stronger diagonal design here. So I've got the fabric in half again, and starting in a corner, we can do the same. So in effect, what you end up with on this one is a chevron design. And remember, even with this one, you can vary the width of the folds. So there it's folded in one direction. Now let's try it in the other. So there we have that chevron design in there. Now it could be folded a little bit more here in the corners, and again folded back on itself there, or even folded or even fold it in half, depending on the size of your container. So there are 3 different designs, variations in the grid pattern.
Soundstripe.